Hi there, happy hump day and welcome to Wednesday. When I cast my mind back to school, and one of my favourite subjects was science. And I remember learning in science about the concept of equilibrium. So it's that state where everything is as it should be, and so the opposing forces or influences are in balance with each other. It's a sense of almost like a perfect state, but as we all know, the world's certainly not perfect. And trying to find that sense of equilibrium where everything stays balanced all the time is incredibly challenging, if not on occasions can feel almost impossible. And so whilst the world and science tries to find equilibrium, it's the same for each of us in our personal and professional lives, because living life where everything feels perfectly balanced all the time can almost seem aspirational. And in some respects, striving for it can create a whole heap of anxiety, because when it's pitched as something that we need to strive for, and yet it seems unattainable, that creates pressure. So the question to really consider is, do you need to live your life in an equilibrium, in this sense of this perfect balance? And we often talk about work-life balance, but all of that's a choice, and it's a very personal choice, because your definition and my definition of what balance looks like can be quite different. So to me, the issue isn't about finding work-life balance, finding that perfect state of equilibrium. It's about finding what works for you and making very deliberate, personal choices. You know, there's so much pressure in today's society to lead the so-called perfect life and to live up to some sense of a standard that have been set by other people. You know, we compare ourselves to others. We can see what other people are doing and somehow feel deficient if we're not doing or working at the same pace or in the same way. But all of that comparison is unhealthy and unhelpful. So rather than setting a standard, finding a balance that is set according to other people's expectations, what about you find out what really works for you? And to do that, you need time and you need to be ready to make some conscious choices. So firstly, what can help is to really sit down and look at how are you spending your time each day, each week, each month. Now, how much time are you spending on self-care? So exercise, eating well, meditation. How much time are you spending with your partner, friends, family, the people who enrich you and really add to your life? How much time are you spending on your career? How much time are you spending learning? How much time are you spending on just lifestyle pursuits, having fun? What about your finances? Are they in order? When you look at your life against those various categories, you want to then sit back and assess and go, when I look at that, am I happy with the allocation of time? Where am I spending too much time? Where am I not spending enough time? And when I think about that, does this make me happy or anxious or frustrated or sad? You know, it might provoke a range of emotions, but it's critically important to examine how you're feeling and what's driving those feelings. Because then you can know, are you spending the time where you really want to be spending the time? And if you aren't, the only person who can change it, well, my friend, that's you. Now, I always remember the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, who said, one's philosophy is not best expressed in words. It's expressed in the choices that one makes. And the choices we make are ultimately our responsibility. Very, very wise woman. So what are your choices? Where are you spending your time? And where do you need to stop spending your time? Are you striving for some state of equilibrium that's not obtainable? Or actually, are you doing pretty well and you're pretty happy with where you are? Take some time. Ask yourself the tough questions. You might be amazed at what comes next. Take care, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week.